Macquarie Harbour on Tasmania's rugged west coast is a unique and complex waterway. It's Australia's second largest natural harbour after Port Phillip Bay in Victoria and is around 6 times the size of Sydney Harbour, with deep natural basins, dark coloured waters and narrow heads. So what's happening there at the moment? Macquarie Harbour is a complex estuary environment with climate change, gillnet fishing, hydro inflows, historic mining sediment and aquaculture, and these factors impact on the Maugean skate's natural habitat. So what can be done about this? For our part, the salmon industry has announced a partnership with the Australian Government's Fishery Research and Development Corporation in a major initiative to trial stimulating dissolved oxygen levels in Macquarie Harbour. This initiative is called the Macquarie Harbour Oxygenation Project, or MHOP for short. And the Institute for Marine and Antarctic Studies will lead the scientific evaluation program to assess the efficacy and environmental response to the oxygenation trials. So how will it work? The research team will position a barge on Macquarie Harbour with pumps that draw water from depth. Highly concentrated microbubbles of oxygen will be injected into that water to allow the oxygen concentration of low DO water to be elevated through passive diffusion and natural mixing. You would think that the bubbles would simply rise to the surface, however, they're so small that they remain in the water column and slowly spread around the harbour with a natural flow of water current. This technology is used successfully in other marine and estuarine environments in Australia and internationally, including in a major project running for the past 20 years to support Perth's Swan River estuary. Our objective is to trial this technology in Macquarie Harbour over the next 2 summer seasons to test whether it could form part of a longer-term strategy to improve the environmental condition of Macquarie Harbour to support the Maugean skate's recovery program while responding to the challenge of warming water and other climatic factors. Our aim is to offset oxygen drawdown of our own salmon aquaculture activities in the harbour to further reduce the impact of our operations on the environment. So stay tuned as the results of the trial will be made available to the public and other key stakeholders. This is a significant environmental research project and is expected to cost upwards of $6 million over the next 2 years, representing a major contribution from the Tasmanian salmon industry as part of the Maugean Skate Conservation Recovery Plan, as we take the lead to further offset the impact of our operations on the marine environment. Because we can strike a balance between conservation outcomes and the economic and social wellbeing of regional Tasmania, and the Tasmanian salmon industry is determined to lead this path.